The opening match of the 8th ICC Cricket World Cup from Pool B, the host team, South Africa, taking on the West Indies from Newlands in Cape Town. And what a cracking start that would have provided for the World Cup. You're watching the highlights on Max. Now, initially there was a bit of a weather scare because of rain, but eventually it turned out to be a wonderful sunny day, just the kind of day you'd like the World Cup to start on. And the pitch, remarkably, after what could have been a battering for the opening ceremony and all the rehearsals, turned out to be in very good shape as well. And the groundsman said perhaps 250, a score to get. The toss won by the visitors. Carl Hooper won the toss, had no hesitation, opted to bat first, but of course things didn't quite go his way initially. Let's take a look at the two teams. The visitors first, the West Indians, plenty of batting, but perhaps a bowler short. Pedro Collins, Dillon and Drake's the fast bowlers, but thereafter a bit of a blank. Of course, Carl Hooper and Chris Gayle can turn the ball around a bit. But of course, good to see Brian Lara back in there. For South Africa, star-studded team. So much hope, so much expectation, and such deep batting going all the way to number 9, Nicky Boye, with Lance Kluser be in form, Sean Pollock, lots of all-rounders as well. And good to see Alan Donald, perhaps his last World Cup, but the old warhorse still there, along with a man who was perhaps the fastest around, Makhaya Ntini. Right, Carl Hooper did win the toss, went in to bat, and their openers, Chris Gayle, Wavell Hines, didn't have it too easy. Here are the highlights.
The West Indies winning the toss, as you've heard, and I think that is something that they'll be pretty pleased about as well. I've got Ian Bishop with me here in the commentary box. You happy the way things have started?
Yeah, from the West Indies point of view, it's excellent. Carl Hooper would have wanted to have won the toss. He did that, and the first thing has gone right for the West Indies. Now, these two guys, Chris Gayle and Wavell Hines, to me, vital to the West Indies cause because they score so quickly in the first 15 overs if they get a chance. They're boundary hitters, especially Chris Gayle. He will thump the ball over the top, strikes the ball powerfully. I think he's the most powerful hitter of a cricket ball in world cricket today. So he will be exciting if he spends any time at the crease. And they bat so well together, Hines and Gayle.
So Sean Pollock is going to play a vital role here with that new ball, and what we really want to keep an eye out for here early on is to see how much swing there is. Sean Pollock, if he does get the ball to swing, can be very dangerous, so that's something to watch out for early on. Just looking at the field there, we've got a pretty orthodox field for Sean Pollock. He's got 2 slips in position. Well, let me tell you that the bowlers too get relatively nervous. Here we go, the first ball in World Cup 2003. Oh, and there is some bounce there, some nice carry, the ball through to the keeper there. Well, that's well bowled. That's beaten the outside edge. Well, 2 through to the keeper. Gayle allowed the first 2 to go through to the keeper, and that was a beautiful delivery. First blood is going to be so important in this match. It'll settle the nerves for one of the sides, anyhow.
Yeah, he bowls wicket to wicket. He had to play at this. It touched down on the off stump.
Oh, that's out. That's caught behind. Well, there was a deflection. No, says umpire Venkat Raghavan. Well, the batsman certainly didn't look as if he was interested in it at all. Mind you, none of them do these days. Thought there was a deflection. May well have been off the thigh. It may just have been off the wicket. This will be very interesting.
Well, I told you he was a good umpire. Bowler certainly didn't go up with any amount of enthusiasm, quite clearly coming off the thigh.
Question then, this is a big appeal. Yes, he's got him. He's been given out, caught behind. Well, it doesn't look to me as if Wavell Hines is all that happy about it. He stood his ground. It was very low by the time it reached the keeper. It was a very positive appeal there by Pollock and indeed by Boucher. So the West Indians have lost their first wicket.
Crucial wicket for South Africa. Well, the bat hit the pad, and Boucher, well, he's in quiet. There wasn't a lot of surety from the fielders behind, but the West Indies have lost their first wicket. It's 4 for 1.
Things are about to start happening here at this Newlands ground in Cape Town because Brian Lara has arrived at the crease. Oh, in the air! Oh, he's dropped. Brian Lara has been dropped at second slip. It would have been a magnificent catch. Callis went full length to his left. He got a hand to it. It would have been a great catch. Wasn't to be. Lara has survived it. Boy, could this be the little bit of luck the West Indians need?
Superb delivery though. Touchdown just outside leg stump and moved a long way. The effort was good from Callis. That needed to have stopped. Just turned Brian Lara around. First ball dropped. Well, maybe he could make this into his day. You never know. Good start for South Africa. This will settle a few nerves.
Well, Sean Pollock is having a magnificent day. He was helped a little bit by an inside edge. This is a disastrous start, I'm afraid, for the West Indians. Some of that middle order experience is going to have to come and help him out now. So 7 runs have been posted and already 2 wickets down. Bish, this is not good.
It's good for South Africa, I'll tell you, because this was created by pressure. He's hardly gotten anything loose, has Chris Gayle in his sojourn so far. And he sees something a little wide, reach for it. Maybe try to hit it too hard. Maybe didn't get as close to it as he would like. But Pollock gives South Africa the ideal start. 2 wickets to him. It's 7 for 2.
The West Indies are in trouble here in the first match of the World Cup. Chanderpaul is a new batsman, and already South Africa have struck twice.
Chanderpaul on strike, plays and misses. Boy, what a start to the 2003 World Cup. This is Robin Singh.
So, well, the West Indians have not really batted very sensibly. This is the last ball. Quite far away from the edge. Well, that's not a terrific delivery. And they're just bowling to their strengths, really. And I think the West Indians have played into their hands.
Just missing off stump, but always doing so, I think, Robin, don't you? Just kind of went on with the angle.
Yeah, and it's the line they're bowling. They're ensuring that they don't give too much room or don't bowl too straight to Lara. I think they're just trying to ensure that they get the angle and they take the ball towards slip. He probably would have just got the benefit here. He picked the line and length pretty well, actually. Just a bit high as well.
Well, particularly as a left-hander, knowing where your off stump is crucial. There's an art in leaving the ball. You don't see it that much in one-day cricket, not as you would say in a test match.
स्वीट तो है ऐसा कोई नहीं है सच कैंडी में वो खास बात है जो किसी और ने कहा कैंडी बालू गर्मा गर्म क्रिकेट लिप्टन के साथ
कंडीशनिंग भी
Beautiful stroke. Chanderpaul with nothing but a nudge down the ground brings up a boundary. The first one of the innings, and it'll bring a sigh of relief from his own dressing room, I'll tell you that.
That's a lovely shot by Chanderpaul. Just ease into the shot, and he just used the pace of the ball, really. Just easy hands, straight down the ground, and just a bit touch too full by Alan Donald.
Well, it's a huge shout because of how far across his stumps Brian Lara tends to come, and Callis may argue that's what he's bowling for. Srinivas Venkataraman didn't think much of it.
It just pitched outside the leg stump. Probably would have gone on to hit the stump, but certainly pitched outside the leg stump.
That's in the air, lofted down the ground from Brian Lara, and that's gone all the way. That will be 6. Wonderful shot, good sense of timing, and up go the arms of the umpire.
Lara, deliberate stroke, follow through, very definite and maximum.
And he gets that away. Now there's a man at point and he has absolutely no chance. That went past Jonty Rhodes in a flash.
Cracking shot by Brian Lara. Too short, Lara into the shot, and he found the gap very well indeed, but the dive, not a bad one. To have taken that, of course, though, you'd have to have rubber band arms, but he did find the gap, and he hit it very hard indeed.
Very well stopped. Jonty Rhodes at his very, very best. That is absolutely superb. 55 for 2.
Needed, because that is the very best of Brian Lara. Quite brilliant, thank you.
There's no doubt about it, actually. Even when I was playing against him, I always wanted to see Lara batting and get runs, actually. See, he's such a great player. I mean, he can play on both sides of the wicket, and he can smash the ball anywhere he wants to.
And with such a flourish, have a look at where the bat ends up here. It's almost wrapped around his shoulders. Fantastic power, timing and placement. He's something, isn't he? He's not only, of course, a great fielder, but he's such a great character. The game is drawn to Rhodes, and often the ball is drawn to him too. Fabulous. Just a little showman. Oh, that's a cracking stroke. Brilliant placement. Oh, we are seeing Brian Lara here now. He is in and he is starting to travel.
Oh, that was a lovely use of his feet coming down the track for Nicky Boy and flicking it kind of short through the mid-wicket for 4 runs.
The beautiful position he is in over the ball here. Watch his head. Right down and over the ball. Ball's beneath his eyes when he strikes it. All made by the footwork. Wonderful batting. Well, Nicky Boyer was looking for an appeal. It's 4. From a possible wicket to a boundary. There's a fellow that's lifted a World Cup in South Africa, Francois Pienaar, who was captain when South Africa memorably won the Rugby World Cup here, beating New Zealand in the final. That's against the Springboks. More great placement from Lara. 4. And the first 50 of the 2003 World Cup goes to this fantastic player. He's not played a major innings, he's not played a major match since mid-September last year. Ring rusty, not a bit of it. Lara is on the rampage.
Boy, are they finding the gaps. Back for the second as well. Oh, he's got him, he's out caught behind. Is he going to give him? Yes, he's got him. Chandler walked. That's what happened there. I don't think he was going to give him out. That one bounced a little bit. Beautifully taken behind the wickets there by Boucher. And the umpire didn't move. Chandler was the one that moved. And then the finger came up.
Well, he tried to be a little too clever there. Luzna has the ability to get an extra bounce. And on this occasion, that's exactly what happened. He got an extra bounce and just straight into the glove. And a very good catch taken by Boucher, must say, standing up.
Right, so the finger goes up. The end of Chandapol. They've got a wicket, South Africa. It's 109 for 3. Nice timing and a fumble. Don't often see that sort of thing from South Africa. It's 115 for 3. And he's run that one down beautifully. Nicely picked up as well by Donald. He's a wonderful mover. He really is. Running around the boundary there at third man. Picking it up with two hands as well. Good fielding.
Unlike most of the South Africans, and he's one of the rare fast bowlers who feel very well. That's lovely, very well played by Carl Hooper, and he's got that deft touch with him. That's a fine example of fielding, being on the wrong side.
Pollock. Oh, and that would have been very close. That was great fielding by Pollock. He followed through well. He had a shy at the bowler's end, and it couldn't have been that far away.
I think he certainly would have been out there, Lara. And it's always difficult when you're on the back foot to take off for a single. Pollock was in his follow-through, and he did an excellent job to get the ball down to the non-striker's end. Could have been out, touch and go, for sure.
Oh, and that's an absolutely stunning shot from Brian Lara. Straight back past the bowler. No mistake there. He didn't bother to run. He knew he didn't have to.
What a shot that was. Anthony trying, he pitched the ball slightly up, and Lara in his form, and in his great form, hit it straight down the ground. That was a terrific shot. There's no doubt about it. That might be the shot of the day.
Sure, Herschel Gibbs and a couple of people might have something to say about that, but let's see. Eight fours in his innings so far. 6 as well.
मेरे पास क्रेडिट कार्ड भी है, मोबाइल फोन भी है, स्पोर्ट्स कार भी है, और आप क्रक्स फैमिली पैक में 2 क्रक्स स्टिकी पैक्स भी हैं, बिल्कुल मुफ्त. Crux lighter, crisp.
That's a short ball from Antini. That's his response to the straight drive from Brian Lara. He says, take that. So Pollock continuing, just run very nicely down to the fine third man area, and a 4. A good shot from Carl Hooper. Well placed indeed.
Well, Carl Hooper is waiting for the ball, allowing the ball to come towards to him, and playing the shot, and plays it very late, and that's what is getting him a lot of runs. You could see the ball here, and he's waiting for the ball to come to him, and then placing the ball very nicely towards the third man area.
Very much a one-day shot. That's what they'll need. Every run they'll be looking for as well. That's an important aspect of the game, running between the wickets. And that's gone, and the umpire should be signaling, I would think, in a moment that it's a 6, and it is.
Oh, what a terrific shot that was. He just picked it from Midland off, I think. Played it beautifully over square leg.
But it was interesting. You saw Lara, he's consistently been coming out of the crease and looking to get down the wicket to Klusna, and at his pace, once Lara connects and his intent is there, well, that's a wonderfully timed, beautiful use of the wrist from Brian Lara. That won't help matters, the extras being added to. It's a part of the game that, you really wonder about as the 50 partnership comes up for the West Indies. Ks, and it's so good to have a bowler like Jack Callis in your side. Comes in often at number 3 as the batsman, but what an effort he can put in. Well, Lara cracks that for 4. He's now going with that to 98, and it's 168 for 3. This time Hooper connects, and connects exceptionally well. He's got 4.
Yes, again, I think that was a slower one, bowled a bit short and outside the off stump. He allowed the ball to come to him and placed it beautifully through the point region. And this is what exactly he did.
Well, it's quite obvious now that Cardiff has decided that the ball must go, and that one went. Another boundary for him, and this is looking to be an expensive over from Alan Donald. Oh, and this is a big shot by Carl Hooper. Not quite getting to the boundary. He really went for it. He bottom edged into the boot and then went for the launched drive into the offside. Succeeded in getting 3, and Tini diving away and making sure that at least 1 run was saved, and that's what this one-day competition is about, effort, and effort all the way.
Yes, that was a great effort from Mackay and Tini.
So Lara is now 99 and in strike, and here it comes. He's now got one-day international 100, number 16, 100 not out, and a spectacular innings as his teammates and all those at the ground rise and applaud this master batsman. 100 not out.
What a great century it is. When the West Indies were really struggling in the beginning, he came down, and it was a terrific innings from Lara.
Plenty was happening out there. The white ball was darting around off the seam. He got his life. Jack Cullis took off a clip, couldn't cling onto the chance, and he went on to make that 100, celebrated with a great deal of joy and a certain amount of deference from the crowd. Everybody stood together to applaud that performance. Fabulous. Well, South Africa have got a serious problem here because Donald is unable to find the length. They can't tuck Lara up. They need to restrict him to singles, and they simply can't. Ian Bishop, it looks tough to bowl to me.
Yes, to Lara in this form, if you give him length or width, especially when he's batted for so long and so beautifully, he's in top form. He capitalizes on anything.
Classic stuff. Love to watch it. Klusener just shakes his head as if to say, well, okay. Got to see that again. Just for the ease with which it was done, I think.
It's good wrist work. The short fine leg is invisible, so Lance Klusener, well, he's erred on the wrong side of the pitch. But it still takes some timing and effort and placement to capitalize. He's done that well.
That's the harbour. It's more the business end of it, actually. It's not the prettier bit. Oh, the business end of fine fielding. Herschel Gibbs.
He can afford to smile, Brian Lara, because he adores it as well. That certainly would have been 4. If not, it would have pushed the long off fielder. Very, very close. That is special. And that really does win you matches on occasions. Every run saved is vital.
She'll be out. Very high. Oh, Pollock held on. I tell you what, he never made it look easy at any stage. He wanted to get rid of Klusener. The white ball against that bright blue sky is not easy.
Call it right. Top effort from the captain. Yeah, you could just see him waving Klusener away, and the ball went into the air. And this crowd realizes that it's a great knock, very good knock. And on the other hand, I'm telling you what, they're also saying it's a vital wicket as well. Superb knock from Brian Lara. 116 in quick time after a slow start. This is one of the best that will be played during this World Cup.
Lara leaves to a phenomenal reception, but it's a very important wicket. It's the first time he's gone for what I'd call an old-fashioned crossbat, well, nearly an old-fashioned slog. Up until this stage, he's played orthodox stroke. I think that's a wonderful catch from Pollock. This is Makarantini's last over, and he's just got rid of Brian Lara. Ramnaresh Sarwan's come to the crease. He isn't going to be facing because the batsman cross, Ricardo Powell, has to strike. Little fluxes of momentum, highs and lows in a match. This moment with South Africa. Oh, what a stroke! What a great shot! Maybe it's back with the Caribbean boys.
It's like a blink. It's a flash. He's got such strong wrists, Ricardo Powell. Let's look at the wrists coming through. The arms don't do a great deal. Very quick hands. That's why he's such a danger towards the end of the innings.
Another marvellous stop, and oh, well. If Pollock could pull that off, we'd have already have seen one of the innings of the tournament and one of the bits of fielding of the tournament. You know, that's so hard to do, to throw from the ground. You've no balance, you've no momentum. Fabulous.
I just think to stop it in the first place. As someone who's bowled a great deal of overs, taking a few wickets, taking a catch, and do that, well, he would have been out by a good way as well.
That is brilliant stuff. There goes Powell. Oh, yeah. Just walked in and smacked it everywhere. Ramnaresh Sarwan there made it look dead. I mean, it's terrific stuff.
Well, it's very audacious. He hasn't been in for a long time, but he keeps his eye on it all the way. Pollock tried to change the length. He saw him coming, but he's still good enough for Ramnaresh Sarwan. Just look at the eyes. Stayed on the ball.
Well, that's good placement too, and it'll be 4, I think. Oh, tremendous cricket. That's just pure natural ability to time the ball like that without any warm-up period. Oh, these are wonderful little moments here for the West Indies. I tell you, Ricardo Powell now has 20. He's faced 9 balls.
He's doing the right thing, Sean Pollock, trying to get the Yorkers in, bowling straight and full. Just a little bit on the short side, which gave Ricardo Powell a chance to free his arms. Not a great deal.
Wonderful strike. Oh, that's a wonderful strike. You have a look at how still his body is when he hits that ball.
And the power he generates has stunned the South African captain. He is very strong.
I tell you, this guy is changing things. 242 for 5. Never mind the South African captain. The Newlands crowd that have been busy applauding the West Indians have suddenly gone quiet on them. And that's a beauty as well. What an over for the West Indies. 23 runs coming from Sean Pollock, South African's trump card. 246 for 5. That'll race away for 4 as well. This is a quite brilliant performance from Ricardo Powell. And Sarwan is with him and has played a beauty backward of square.
It's a great shot from a young man. Doesn't do the unorthodox things too much. Placement is the key for him. Callis was looking for the Yorker once again.
It's a panicky no from Sarwan. 42 from 16 balls by Sarwan and Ricardo Powell. 111 have come from the last 10. It's another partnership, isn't it, Ian? I mean, we've really seen the value today. First Lara and Shivnarine, then Lara and Hooper, and now Powell and Sarwan. Getting something going together. Very hard to bowl at two guys going, because you can't give the strike to one and bowl at the other. You're under pressure at both ends, and it's showing on the South Africans. However experienced they may be, bowling at this guy with a smile on his face. Clever. Really clever, and 4 more. 50 partnership already. Great use of the wrist, strong forearms doing the job there.
If you ever doubted his ability, there's no need to anymore. This is an instinctive shot. He knows that the mid-wicket area is vacant once you get over the close fieldsman. And Pollock did try to get it right up there. And Sarwan was better.
High and handsome. 6 more. The West Indies have set Newlands alight. Ramnaresh Sarwan is continuing the work done by Brian Lara earlier today.
Slower delivery, and he picked it well, Sarwan. He did it in India, and he's doing it in South Africa. I said before, he's not a strong man, and he hits this a long way. This is a 6. Good use of the feet down the track, got to the pitch quite sweetly and presented the full face of the bat. Wasn't deceived at all by the slower delivery, and that's when you know what your strengths are and where the gaps are. Clear the boundary.
Sarwan comes back, and they make it. And 1 short has been called, so that's a bit of lazy running. I think Sarwan's a guilty party there. That's the end of the innings, and it goes to the boundary. Is that in itself a symbol? 279 for 5 the West Indies finish with. Ricardo Powell has 41, Ramnaresh Sarwan has 32. That is a quite brilliant performance. The first 10 overs, the ball totally dominated the bat. Pollock and Antini were outstanding. The thing was darting around off the seam. Lara was dropped first ball at slip, a hard chance. Callis away to his left. He went on to make 100, and now these two guys have polished things off. It's been very tough going for Sean Pollock in the latter stages of this innings.
Lance Klusner and Nicky Boyer had just a little bit of work to do. Jacques Kallis also rather expensive. So South Africa, a rather daunting task of 279 for a win. This was the opening match, full of nerves. Will they be able to make it? Let's take a look at their reply.
Well, that's Mervyn Dillon. He's got the ball in his hand. Are the West Indians bowlers up to it? There's a bit of a worry about this West Indian attack. The batsmen have done the job. And out there at the moment for South Africa, Gibbs and Kirsten, both of them very experienced, both of them very good cricketers. And they've got a bit of a job ahead of them now. So here we go. On strike is Gibbs. And exactly the same as the start by the South Africans with the ball just outside off stump. Dillon to Gibbs. Oh, it's him on the pad, and a big appeal there for LBW and for caught behind. Dillon's carrying on a little bit, perhaps just a little overexcited. I don't think there was any bat in that, and I certainly don't think it was out LBW. Let's have another look and see exactly what happened.
Well, it seemed a bit high here. Came back in a bit. Could have been a bit better than that. We're not sure from this angle. I think that's probably what he's appealing for.
Short outside, beautifully played, magnificently cut away down to the point boundary. South Africa off to a great start. Listen to that roar as well. And they're starting to signal a bit early to start to signal fours just now, but that was a lovely shot.
Well, that's one area where you really don't want to bolt him. You don't want to give him any width at all. Just stood up and smashed it through the offside.
Into the gap on the onside. But they're thinking about another one, but the decision is not to try. I think they probably realise, Robin, the South Africans, that they've got to get off to a reasonably decent start here. This is a big score they're chasing. It's not going to be easy. Oh, good shot, beautifully played. Gibbs has done it again, through cover for 4. That's 2 boundaries to Gibbs. It's 11 without loss. Oh, in the air and just wide of second slip. Kirsten just getting it away. It was pretty close. I don't think there was a finger to that one, but it was in the air for a section and you saw Dylan's hands reach for the sky.
And that's one of the chances you take when you don't really attack the batsman in one-day cricket. Unfortunately, it went a bit wide.
Oh, well played. That's beautifully played. Through the onside field by Kirsten. He's starting to turn on the boundaries now. We've seen 2 from Gibbs and now 1 from Kirsten. That's a lovely shot.
That's a fabulous shot. And he just waited for the delivery. Just came in a bit too full and just helped it through mid-on. He's very strong in that area. He just punched it straight along the ground and with minimum effort.
Short delivery in the air. Is it going to be caught? No, it's not. Just short. Bouncing away down towards fine leg. Just a single. It's 24 for none. Oh, he's pulled that. That's beautifully played. Bounce. Oh, yes, magnificently hit down towards square leg. It was very close to the rope down there. The umpire's having a look at it. And we'll have a replay shortly to see whether it got to the boundary or not. It looked very flat to me. They all South Africans down there, they were all signalling 6, but we don't want to take any notice of that. Wonderful shot.
He just helped on his way, just a bit short. And not very sure whether it's a 6 or not, Tony. It just fell in front.
So there we are, they'll break a record. Oh, good shot. That's a great shot. Oh, beautifully played. 1 bounce and over the rope down a deep mid-wicket in front of square. Well, they know something already, the West Indian bowlers. Don't bowl short to Gibbs.
Well, you don't bowl short. Either you bowl, make sure the ball comes above your head or so. But this was an awesome shot.
Oh, it's gone. It's got him. That's a huge wicket for Gibbs. Mervyn Dillon knows it. The West Indies know it. Hooper's in there with a bigger grin than you normally see from the skipper. What a blow.
What an important wicket for the West Indies. They needed to strike early. Dillon has always looked the one to do it. Played at it, and the edge found a good catch from Ridley Jacobs. He realised as he had played the shot that perhaps it was a little bit of an error, but he'd done it already. And Gibbs caught behind off Dillon for 24. It's 46 for 1.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's what you want to see. Chris Gayle, he's a fairly good mover, often in that slip cordon, and that's the kind of support that the bowlers will want.
And that point, Donna, you made about fielders always threatening. Ricardo Powell, to pick up the throw, bang, make the batsman think that it's dangerous to run. It's a wonderful stroke. Goodness me. He's made that look so easy. Takes you back to the days when Barry Richards used to bat for South Africa and ease the ball around the park.
supreme confidence as well. Knew from the moment he'd hit it. Just stepping out and going with the shot and hitting straight, knowing no danger whatsoever. He played it very well indeed.
West Indies just struggling a little bit in the field. Oh, that's beautifully played. That's picked up and whipped away behind square for 4. Well, Kirsten certainly turning it on here. He's now moved on to, what's it, he's got 31 now of 44 deliveries, 3 4s in his innings so far. This is a great shot.
Yes, it was a very easy ball for him to hit that over the square leg fielder. It was down the leg side, and it was an easy 4 for the batsman.
Oh, he's hit it in the air. This is going to go all the way. This is a magnificent hit. All the way for 6, into the crowd, way over the top of mid-off. Up go the arms of the umpire. Well, that's what the West Indies don't need. They've decided to take the initiative, these South African batsmen.
Well, it was a terrific shot. He saw the fielder standing up in the mid-off position. He came, it was a bit of inside out shot, actually.
I think he's got him. I think he's got him. That's a huge breakthrough. Dippenaar's gone. Dippenaar's gone. Out stumped. That's magnificently done. Boy, it's the way to go. Bounce back straight after being smashed over his head. A little bit of drift there from Hooper. It went away. Dippenaar looked to me as if he was coming down the wicket again to give him the same treatment. Off went the bails. The West Indies have got a very important wicket.
Well, it was a very good comeback from the West Indies captain, drawing him outside his crease, and it was terrific keeping by Ridley Jacobs as well. And the score is 79 for 2 now.
Matches an average of 44, not bad figures, Venki.
Oh yeah, he's a terrific player, there's no doubt about it.
Oh, great shot. That's a magnificent straight drive. That's as good a shot as we've seen all day down the ground. Jacques Callis, a wonderful timer of the ball and very strong.
This was fully pitched up. It was a juicy off volley, and Jacques Callis being a terrific player, it was very, very easy for him to put this to the boundary.
Yes, mid-off just a little wide too. It was over pitched, there's no doubt about that, but boy, it went screaming off the middle of the bat. Oh, he's hit that one magnificently. That's the second magnificent shot played this evening by Jacques Callis. Beautifully struck.
There was a bit of room outside the off stump, and Jacques Callis rightly put it away towards the point region for 4 runs.
Boy, he is powerful. Let's have a look at this little move. He's in position straight away, and he got that away very well. So he's played a lovely straight drive, and now that one's square on the offside. Just wide of the fieldsman. Just a single. Well, Venki, you from Bangalore, and they're all up on their feet. Yeah, we better tell everyone that they've reached 100 now, 100 for 2, and the South Africans have all got off their feet. It's almost as if they've won the game. I think that graph tells a story. They're slightly ahead, aren't they? They need a runner ball from this point in to win the match. And, well, this could be one of the defining moments in this innings. A little bit of a discussion here with Hooper, slowing things down a little bit. Lara, very involved, coming across to have a chat to him. Good to see that, actually. This team has got a decidedly better team spirit than one associated with it going back a little while. Everyone's trying to make a contribution, including Brian Lara, which is good to see. Right, what's Callis going to do? He's got him! He's caught behind! That's a huge wicket for the West Indies. Pedro Collins, having gone all over the place, he's been smashed around this ground. He may well have taken the wicket that makes a difference. We've heard Venki talking about how good these two are. They needed to break the partnership. They have.
Yes, and that's what they've done, Tony. It was an excellent piece of bowling. They created a lot of pressure on the batsman. Yes, and in fact, if you had seen the field, there were 4 fielders on the offside, and that's what he bowled to his field, and and he wanted the batsman to make the mistake. The score is 104 for 3.
That swept very well by Kirsten. Didn't try to hit it too hard. And it brings a welcome boundary for South Africa.
And that was very well played by Kirsten. He saw the field up. Chris Gale was very close, and the fielder with the long leg was pretty fine actually. He split the gap quite beautifully.
It's all about placement. And there it is. The crowd roars. And that's 50. And it might also be a boundary. The umpires are just waiting. Confirmation will come our way in a short while. Whatever it is, it's 50 though for Gary Kirsten. 43rd half-century in one-day international cricket.
That's very well played under pressure. That was a very ordinary piece of fielding there, the third man. It's a boundary. And he's got a pretty good strike rate.
That's what the West Indies did when they batted. Played very well, Brian Lara, for his 100. That is a key wicket for the West Indian captain Carl Hooper. Jonty Rhodes chopped it onto his stumps, and South Africa have found themselves in a deep, deep hole at the moment.
Well, I heard Donna Simmons saying that Carl Hooper was underrated as a bowler, and I'm sure Jonty Rhodes certainly took a chance too often here. This was a fabulous delivery, just on the right delivery to bowl to somebody like Jonty Rhodes. Chopped it on his stump, good length. He didn't really have a chance there.
117 for 4. For the moment, it's South Africa struggling. That's a good shot, lovely shot, good touch from Mac Boucher. Just allowed the ball to come on to him. Everyone around this ground will appreciate that.
Well, it's certainly not the area you want to bowl to him. He's very strong in that area, and it's just a juicy half volley really on his legs, and he just helped it to a boundary. I mean, you got to be bowling a line just outside off stump to him. You've got a slip, maybe a fourth slip or so in play.
And that's in the air. Drakes is coming around, and he loses his footing, Basford Drakes. That, I suppose, is almost a comedy of errors. It's gone for 6 nevertheless. 6 runs to Gary Kirsten and South Africa. Might be a little bit fortuitous.
I tell you, this can be the most costliest miss in the game.
Well, he slipped. That's a time of the evening where the dew starts to fall, not only on the pitch but the grass. Kirsten on the sweep again, and Collins can't get to it. So a 6 and a 4, 10 in the last 2 deliveries of that over. 143 for 4.
One always thought that with the 5th bowler having to be introduced, it could be a bit dicey for the West Indies, and particularly if one of the main bowlers didn't do as well as Hooper wanted. Collins not doing that well, but coming back reasonably.
Well, that's nudged away. There's been a lot of nudging in this match, I've got to say. It started with Carl Hooper, who played a wonderful innings.
But that's to be expected. It's the one-day shot. It's a shot that we now see in test matches, and of course the applause for Lara, who had that wonderful innings, but an effort put in from him as well in the field. Well, we've seen that one-day shot so much. It's now even coming to test cricket, but easier obviously to play. The slips are not in position.
You just watch this. There we are. You just see the face of the bat opening up there. No slip, so there's no real risk. But watch Lara's commitment here. Gets around, make sure he gets the ball knocked into the ground.
Garma garam cricket, flip
Western Coast. You can hear the cries of get in on it, get in on it. They want quick movement. Well, applause coming for the 150 for South Africa.
Yes, they actually get on their feet here and applaud these little milestones that the South Africans are going past. Oh, good shot. That's a beautiful shot. Will it be stopped? Yes, it is. Fair bit of diving around. That's what's required now. There's no doubt that this match is right on the cusp.
And I would think that at this stage too, South Africa very conscious, Tony, that in a number of these World Cup games they have certainly buckled under the pressure as Pedro Collins throws himself to the right. Good save.
It's in the air. Oh, he's got him caught and bowled. That's a huge wicket. Dillon has done it. There's absolutely no doubt that that is a vital wicket. Gary Kirsten has played superbly. He's the man they would have been looking for to bat through the innings. It looked as if it might have just stopped on him a little bit. Was it a slower ball? He closed the face, that's for sure, and it was a lollipop.
Very important wicket taken by Merv Dillon. I think it stopped a little on him. He looked to be playing it into the onside, topped off high off the bat, and Dillon an easy cotton ball chance that he's taken. And a really big wicket. 155 for 5. Now the captain's here, Sean Pollock. Well, there's a lot still to do for South Africa.
157 for 5. 32 overs have been bowled. 49 overs South Africa getting. This is Hooper continuing. Well, that's nicely cut away, but the sweeper's back there. They'll be looking for 2 here, but the West Indians, well, they're moving pretty well in the field. 1 or 2 of the sweepers are going well. There's plenty of commitment out there. Oh, he's got him. He's got him. What a catch. Magnificently taken. The batsman's not going. And yes, he is now. So what a catch that was. The West Indies are having a wonderful time out here. And, well, one would have to say that this is one of the catches of the matches as well.
Hit hard, low, but one of the best slippers in the world, one of the best close to the wicket fielders, Carl Hooper. And he showed all of his agility there and his quickness. And Pollock, an unbelievable look on his face, but he has to go. Gone for 4, 160 for 6. We have so far Kirsten top scoring with 69, and Boucher, much depends on him, 20 from 26 deliveries, and one would think a lot of work to be done.
Plenty of work to be done, no doubt about it. They've got a score at 7.29 runs and over, and they've only got 4 wickets in hand. That's their problem. However, I suppose there'll be South Africans saying Lance Klusener's done it before and he might do it again. I have my doubts. I don't think he's quite the player he used to be. But it's when commentators say things like that that cricketers prove them wrong. Have a look at that average. 42 in one-day cricket. That's an outstanding performance. Back to him. Oh, yes. Has he got him? No, he's dropped him. We're right behind the bowler here, so it was difficult to see whether it carried, but the reaction of the West Indies would suggest to me that it did. And Powell, well, he is a magnificent fieldsman.
Always different thing fielding to your own bowling. This time to the right-hander. And in and out. Almost unbelievable.
Well, that really was. He actually caught the ball. He actually caught the ball, but obviously went over onto his elbow or something, which just opened the hand up. If you watch this, he catches this as clean as a whistle. He's in a beautiful position. It goes straight in. Got you. Over he goes. You can see that right elbow came down and away she went.
It's the tumble that did it.
Good strike. Simple old-fashioned thump over wide mid-on. It seems to me that Boucher and Klusner know that Powell and Gale have to go.
This Boucher, I feel, is a good player of spin, and he has played some terrific innings as well for the South Africans. I think one of these two guys have to keep going now. The run rate has been going up and up and up.
Yeah, the rate's up at 8 and over. 4 more. Had to go, and Mark Boucher leading the way. The chance has been missed by Powell, and now he might take it big time if Boucher gets onto it.
That was a terrific shot. It was fully up, and Mark Boucher, that was the previous ball, where he used his feet, and just fully up, cross button, straight.
It's a good strike. It's a sixer. There's Boucher for you, and there's Ben Keith with both arms up in the air.
That was a lovely shot by Mark Boucher. Just played a bit of a sweep shot, timing it to perfection. And over square like for 6. That was a great shot.
Oh, he's done it again. Amazing stroke. So the South African captain went for 23 earlier in the day. Now the West Indies captain is under the same bit of hammer.
That was a terrific shot by Mark Boucher. It's exactly the same shot which he played 2 balls earlier, but it was on the ground for 4 runs.
$14 off the over already. Remember, 279 the target. This is when we find out what men are made of. And he's found space. It will earn him certainly 2. It's a very important thing in a run chase to keep ticking over. Just get the feeling that if you only look for boundaries, you sometimes don't pick up the 1s and 2s you ought to, that allows the scoreboard to keep moving along. The 200 comes up for South Africa. Got him! Chris Gale. Tremendous performance from him, and it's Mark Boucher who's gone.
Tremendous performance from him, and of course the West Indies as well. They've applied a lot of pressure on them. The required run rate was 9.18. And the batsmen had to go for those runs. And it was just wicket to wicket. He didn't do much there. It was just wicket to wicket and fuller length.
That's it, isn't it? Yeah. Full, right up in the block hole.
Exactly.
204 for 7 as Mark Boucher leaves the field, for Mark Boucher, I should say, for 49. Klusner, Lance Klusner. He's back, and they love it.
That was a terrific shot from Lance Klusner. Just short of length. And what a shot that was. Great shot over mid-wicket. Terrific eye there. And whacked it over mid-wicket for 6.
Well, I think he's picked it. He's waited on the back foot. He knows that these West Indian quicks haven't pitched anything up to him at all. So he's quite deep in the crease there, and he's given that everything.
Well, that's beaten the fieldsman at backward point. That's a magnificent shot. Beautifully timed. Just backward of square, just out of the reach of the fieldsman there. So that's one of the boundaries they need. Nicky Boyer coming to the party.
That's a good shot. He just used the pace, and this is why he's such a dangerous player. A very clever shot. He can hit the ball, and he can also play some depth shots as well. Now this is where it comes down to the little disciplines of the game. The West Indies well in front at the moment, 54 of 30 balls, so you don't need to try too many extravagant things.
He's hit it very well. It's all the way down the ground. It's gone over the rope at wide mid-on. Can he do it again? Lance Klusner is starting to throw the bat, and having a little glance down at the middle of that piece of willow he's got there. This one off the middle.
And he's given the length there. Chris Gayle trying to get it right up in the block hole. Just dragged it down a fraction short. And Klusner, when he strikes it, it's well struck. And he went straight down the ground. And that's always going to increase your chances instead of going across the line.
Oh, he's hit that as well. That's going to go all the way. It's another 6. Klusner is taking them here. This is going to test the West Indians' resolve, that is for sure. But all it takes is one miss hit.
Now that's the thing with only Alan Donald and Ntini to come with no big reputation. Now, this man has done it before, so that's the advantage that he's got experience. Once again, a quicker delivery, but the length wasn't quite what Chris Gayle would have wanted. And you can only get 6 for that because as far as it went, it's only 6, but it went a long, long way.
Oh, he's hit that one as well, and he's got him, he's caught. Oh, no, he's hit the line, he's hit the line. Now then, this is an interesting one. I got to say, it's not out. Right away, it's not out. He's backed off onto the line, touched the line, and he didn't need to. In my view, he was okay. Step back, touched the line, that is 6.
Called it right, and I'm sure the replay will vindicate or justify what Tony Greig has just said. Pedro Collins, well, that is an aberration. He caught it comfortably. I would think he was in balance initially, and then just casually, just here now, just took one step too many, just there. Not a necessary backward step, and I just wonder if he was too casual about it.
Well, the law's quite simple. You cannot touch that rope. You have to stay inside. You've got to stay inside. It's 6. It's as simple as that. And here we go again. You can see he's got it, but he just went one step too far. And the law says quite categorically you've got to stay inside. Now, he could have thrown the ball back up in the air there and then come back in and taken it, but he didn't have to do that.
Yeah, I just think it's a lack of concentration afterwards. He concentrated well initially to catch the ball, and it wasn't an easy catch. He took it well, and then I think this will give us a good view. Just there, he stepped on the rope, so that is definitely 6 runs. Pedro Collins caught it, but he stepped on the rope. So a let off for Lance Klusner, but all in all, it's a third 6 of the over.
Oh, he's got that away. That'll be 4 as well. That's beautifully timed. It's just beaten the man at backward square leg, and it's gone to the boundary for 4. Boy, we've got a game on our hands here. Could we have a tie? Anything could happen. 31 of 23.
And these are the little basics that we were mentioning a little while ago. The line here is wrong from Carl Hooper. Too far down the leg side.
Oh, he's gone for it. He's hit it in the air. It's going all the way. It's 6. It's into the crowd. That could be the blow that changes things completely. The end of the over. Well, there it is. 14 to get off 12 deliveries. It's a half-century for Lance Klusner and a half-century made when the chips were really down. That's the ultimate test.
Well, Zulu, as he's affectionately known, and Tony Greig has called it right, he's back. This is as good an innings so far as Lance Klusner has ever played in crunch time. He's cleared a ring of fielders there on the leg side.
Oh, he's hit it in the air. He's going to be caught. Is he going to be caught? He's got him. He's got him in the deep. Klusner has been caught in the deep. He's on his way. This could be the turning point in this match. Well, we've said that all it takes is one miss hit. It's happened in the very last over. And it looks to me, now the question is, the umpires getting together, did they cross, or will the tail ender have to come in? I don't think Klusner ran there. Boyer is going across to seek out from the umpires exactly whether or not they crossed. Let's have a look. It was a full toss as well, and boy, that should have sailed into the crowd. It didn't. Caught in the deep by Hooper himself. Mr. Cool takes the catch, clings it to his body, and have a look at the smile on his face.
It was a great knock from Lance Klusner, regardless of the fact that South Africa's hopes will probably be following closely behind Lance Klusner. 57 or 48 deliveries, and he'll be kicking himself with half his body as well because he wanted to be there in the end. Just didn't manage to get underneath that delivery.
8 from 3 balls. So out the window goes my little scenario of winning it with 2 balls to spare. That's dead and gone. Oh, he's hit that in the air, and it's going all the way down towards... He's going to be caught. Yes, he's got him. He's got him at the DCAP's extra cover boundary. That has got to be the end of that from a South African point of view. I tell you what, he didn't half hit it. Just for a second, it looked as if it was going to go all the way. Had to go, got it in the middle of the bat. Beautifully taken by CWC01 on the boundary. Ran a long way to take the catch. The West Indies are having a great night out.
Quite right. You can see the jubilation. All the players are celebrating. Crunch time for Vasco Drakes, and he's delivered. And this was hit very, very well, though, by Antini. He got the length, and a couple of feet more could have gone for 6. But look at CWC01, the concentration. Never took his eye off it. And pouched it very well, and he knows that that is game, set, and match.
Alan Donald coming out now, and of course 8 needed off 1 ball. Played away on the onside, and that's it. The West Indians are celebrating. It's the end of a fantastic start to World Cup 2003. There they are in the crowds. The West Indies have beaten South Africa, I think probably against the odds here today. I think everyone expected the South Africans to continue this good run they've been having. But look at this celebration. Must make you feel good, mate.
Well, the team should be happy. They played very well. They were always carded as very dangerous, the West Indies, that is coming into this match. And I think they've shown some wonderful qualities. It's been a good game of cricket. It was closer in the end than initially thought. Brian Lara, he had a big hand in the West Indies winning this game with a superb 100. The timing was very good. A great player.